Hi everyone, my name's Catherine Rule and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the part 2 video of making the vintage huipil pillows. So like I explained in the first video, which I will link up above, so you can go and watch that video if you're curious. Huipils come from Central America and they are really beautifully embroidered and sometimes they're hand woven, and they're the traditional poncho or dress type of garment worn in Central America. The huipils that I got were from Guatemala and a friend of mine gave them to me, and they are all really beautiful. All of the hand embroidery is really thick and nice. I think that the fabric was probably hand woven. It feels like it. So they're really all truly works of art and very special. So I wanted to do something with them that would show off the beauty and preserve the best parts. A lot of the parts on the huipils were really worn out or had holes or stains, so I wanted to make sure I used the parts that I could and sort of upcycle them, give them new life. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more sewing and crafting and dyeing videos. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get started.
So here's my scrap pile of all these huipil pieces in various stages of being cut up and put back together. This is part of my scrap pile, and I've just been keeping them in storage for a while. This is this really nice pink huipil that I made a pillow out of in part 1. I also made a pillow out of this teal in part 1. I'm going to make a purple and the blue, and then also this blue one here was another pillow that I made. So I had a lot of huipils to work with.
This one here, I already made 2 pillows out of, but I have this long skinny strip. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it up and piece it together. And I was looking at this fringe, which is really kind of cool, and it goes really long. So I think I'll incorporate that into the pillow somehow. So anyway, now I'm going to start chopping and sewing. All right, so the 2 pieces have been sewn together and cut into a 21 inch by 21 inch by 21 inch square, and then I backed it with some sort of sherbet linen that I have, because the vintage huipils have some fraying, and I just wanted it to be not see-through for when you put the pillow into it. So I just zigzagged it around, and it's not perfect, but I will trim it when I get the back sewn on.
And now I'm going to add this little fringe. I trimmed it and I zigzagged the seam, the edge, and I'm going to sew it right along the zigzag, and then I'm going to flip it over and top stitch it. So that's the next step, but I think it looks really fun. So after I top stitched it, I put the backing on, which was a linen envelope back. And here is what it looked like with the insert. I actually already sold this orange one, so it's gone, but it has really cute details on it. The next one is going to be this stripe with the bird embroidery.
Okay, so the next huipil I have here is cut into 2 pieces, and I thought I might be able to get 2 pillows out of it, but I don't think so because the fabric is very damaged. Like here is a big stain and there's like holes. So I think I'm going to cut out the birds of these 2 and put them like this, applique it, and see how that looks. I'm gonna try that first and then see what I think. So this is the embroidery that I cut out, and I'm just going to iron it. to get it as flat as possible. So I've started appliquing the birds onto the other piece, and I'm just going very slow and adjusting every couple stitches, doing a pretty wide zigzag, but close together. I'm just kind of maneuvering as I go. All the way to the end.
So this appliquing process took me a little while, and I just went very slow and made sure to pivot my foot and lift it up and just make sure it's laying flat while I am zigzagging it down. But it was worth it, and it turned out really pretty because it has the stripes and then the mirrored bird embroidery, one from the front and one from the back. That looks so nice. And as you can see, I put stripes on the side just to make sure I'm using the best parts. And there it is finished. I think it turned out very nice. And like I said, this pillow is for sale, and I'll put the link down below. The next one I worked on was this purple one that was really a unique weave. It had a lot of multi-threads going through it, and then it had this beautiful floral embroidery around the neckline. I made a square part of the pillow out of the the woven fabric, and then I decided to applique the flowers onto the front. So they were really thick and really nice hand embroidered pieces. I ended up going with this layout, and I think it's just a really fun, pretty, feminine pillow, and I love that it's kind of like got that natural sun-drenched look. And I did a light purple backing. So the purple and the blue pillows are both for sale on my website. And I also have this pink one, which I did in the part 1 video, available on my website, as well as this really pretty teal one. So you can go check those out if you're interested. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time.